friends. Today we are off to the Dead Sea, and we will be going by the town of Arad. Right now we are on road number 6 from central Israel to where we are heading. In the Dead Sea will take us about 2 hours. We are now going through the town of Arad, and it's from here that we start our descent to the Dead Sea. The chairs you see there are for the hostages' bodies still held by Hamas. The town of Arad is now behind us, and we have started our descent to the Dead Sea, which is the lowest point on earth and is about 440 meters below sea level. Right now you can see the sign in front of us. We are 500 meters above sea level. So we have to descend about 1 kilometer. This road, number 31, has a lot of zigzags and sharp turns, and one must drive carefully, not to go too fast, and be very careful at night when it could get very dark. We still have to descend 640 meters down to the Dead Sea. The reason we are taking this route via Arad to the Dead Sea is because road number 1 from Jerusalem gets a bit dangerous as you approach the Dead Sea, because in that area there are always some reckless drivers. There, my friends, in front of us is the Dead Sea. So we are stopping here for our first viewpoint and to have our lunch. Okay? Wherever now you go in Israel, you will find pictures like this, reminding us of the fallen soldiers during the war with Hamas. Let me climb a bit to get a better view. Here's another lookout point where you can stop.
בעוד 300 מטרים. בכיכר צא ביציאה השנייה.
In front of us is the Hotel Noga. That's where we are going to.
בכיכר צא ביציאה השנייה.
Noga Hotel here at the Dead Sea. This is a 4-star hotel. This is what we get. Nice bed. TV. Dressing table. There's no balcony, but there's a window with a sea view. This is the Noga Hotel. And the temperature is 31 degrees Celsius. After arriving at our hotel, we will be driving further south for another half an hour to reach the Nahal Salvadora to do a short hike. The road leading to the left will take us to the famous Mitzada fortress built by King Herod, and I will leave a shortcut of a video that I did there in the description below. To the left is the entrance to Kibbutz Ein Gedi. After parking our car at the side of the road. We've reached this area. There's a small board here that's showing Wadi Salvadora, and that's where we have to go. We follow the blue markers. There's the blue marker. We have to follow. These are remnants of what exactly? I don't know. Here's the blue marker. So far, we've been going uphill. So, we are on the Salvadora Nahal Salvadora hike by the Dead Sea, and there is a story about a lone tree that is growing somewhere up there. Here's the blue marker again. A lot of flies here. And drink some water. Outside is 31 degrees Celsius. This is a desert hike. Not advisable to do in the summer months. Now it's autumn in Israel and it's still hot. In any case, carry a lot of drinking water. The story of the Salvadora tree goes something like this. In the year 1974, and remember, now we are here in the year 2025, so that would be over 50 years ago. A young Israeli army officer went missing while hiking with a group at the Engedi Nahal Arugot area. A large-scale search party was assembled, but all these searches were in vain, as the young man could not be found. The immediate family members of this young man were not giving up and looked for help in other ways. They contacted a parapsychologist in Holland, and this is what the guy asked them. If they had searched in a channel 6 kilometers north of Engedi, there, he said, is a small spring with a single tree nearby. This was, however, very strange, as nobody seemed to know of such a spring in this area. A search was done, and to everyone's surprise, such a spring and lone tree were actually found. The young soldier, however, was not found. Instead, the body of another person who had been missing in the Dead Sea for about 9 months prior to all of this, his body was found. So the soldier was not found at that time, but 9 years later his body was found at the Nahal Arugot hiking area. Apparently he had fallen off a high cliff, and that's where they found his body 9 years later. And that, my friends, is the story of the Salvadora tree. בוא ניתן לך ליד. Now we are switching to the green markers. Okay. So, אושרה, ביי. את נשארת?
כן, אני לא עולה את זה.
Okay, bye. So Oshua is staying behind, and I'm going to carry on with the climb. I'm alive! So now we're following the green markers. So is this the Salvadora tree? I think not. No little spring here. We need to climb up some more. Hot, hot, hot. Drink water. Oops. Look at this. Keep going. You don't want to slip and fall here. Careful. Careful. I hope coming back down will not be a problem. There's the green marker. This hike is all uphill. It's hot and it's tiring, but it's good fun. Yeah, finally some flat ground. So we've reached the Salvadora tree. Beneath this tree is a very small spring that keeps this tree alive here in the middle of the desert next to the Dead Sea, which is over there. Now we can't see the water from this spring. It's just a dribble, and this Salvadora tree, nobody knows how it got here, because it originates in Persia, and yeah, I think it is a holy tree for the Muslim faith, as the Muslim prophet used to brush his teeth with pieces of stick from this tree. Salvadora. Okay, so now we made it here. Might as well just go back. Way down is more trickier than way up because of the shifting ground. Wow, in front of us is the Dead Sea, the lowest point on Earth, 440 meters below sea level. The other side you cannot see so clearly today because it's hazy, but the other side of this Dead Sea is Jordan. There's the road. So the way we did this hike is we started with the blue markers, then joined the green markers, and came back the same way.
Salt water. Please do not drink the water. It does not dunk your head. If you have swallowed water, go to request first aid from the lifeguard, paramedics, or the first aid person. جمهور الزائرين والمتنزهين في الشواطئ. الرجاء الحذر، مياه مالحة، انتبهوا. الشرب من الماء ممنوع وترخيص فاتح الماء ممنوع. لحال جمعت الناس توجهوا فورا لتلقي الإسعافات الأولية.
זהו, יהיה לך קשה להוציא את זה עכשיו פה בצדדים וזהו. כן, צד שני. פה. זהו, יהיה לך קשה להוציא.